Yet again, I am a heathen. I adore the Shining Force series, yet some way, somehow, I never played Shining in the Darkness. Maybe it was because I was never too much into dungeon crawlers back in the day, but given my newfound enjoyment for older From Software games such as Eternal Ring and Kingsfield, I decided, what better time than now? Shining in the Darkness was developed by Climax Entertainment / Sonic Software Planning and published by Sega, released in North America on August 6, 1991. The first in the Shining series, Shining in the Darkness was truly a pioneer for both the genre and the Sega Genesis. You assume the role of the main hero in the Kingdom of Thornwood. The king's daughter and your father have vanished in the labyrinth, and it's up to you to find them. But not so fast. Dark Soul, not to be mistaken for Shining Force 1's Dark Soul, just came in and done messed everything up even further. You are now left with no other choice but to get your ass out there and find that fucking dog. Find the Arms of Light. There's only 3 places to go in this game: the labyrinth, the castle, and the village. The village is where you're able to buy weapons, armor, items, heal your party, chat with the fine folks at the inn, and save your game. It's essentially the safe haven hub in Shining in the Darkness. The castle is where the story starts and progresses further on into the game. Then, the place that you spend the majority of your time, the vast labyrinth. Many trials and layers provide incredible challenge throughout your journey. After your first solo dungeon crawling adventure, you acquire the services of 2 other warriors, Milo and Pyra. As the hero, you are the heaviest hitter and the one that I lean on the most to do major physical damage. Milo serves as both a solid attacker and your primary healer, while Pyra is your go-to mage for attack and status affecting spells, as she typically attacks first. Magic and gear are paramount in Shining in the Darkness. The more you level and earn, the more spells you receive, the better your gear becomes, and the easier that the game gets. What a concept! The graphics and sound are charming. It has that same exact Shining Force charm that I grew to know and love, albeit slightly less refined in being the first iteration. The controls are fine and nothing to complain about. It's a dungeon crawling RPG, you kinda just get what you get there. Where Shining in the Darkness truly shines is its difficulty. You have to work for your earnings. Yes, this game requires a bit of grinding, but the grinding at times comes as natural progression. For example, if you push on into the labyrinth, you will likely reach a point where you must retreat, heal up, and upgrade your gear. So it doesn't feel like you were grinding, rather as stated, you were just progressing. Or of course, you can keep pressing on into the labyrinth and die, like I did, a lot, and lose half your gold and then hate your life. This was me at the beginning of the game. The labyrinths could definitely be a bit disorienting. Luckily for you, through the use of items and spells, you can get sneak peeks of where you've already been, along with your coordinates and direction. But perhaps you'd like to use the most powerful magic of all, the internet. The internet can reveal complete maps for you right off the bat. Or, you could choose to be old school and draw your own through trial and error. It's up to you, and I won't judge either way. The learning progression on defeating a wide variety of enemies, bosses, and perfecting your labyrinth routes is actually refreshing rather than an annoyance. Many times in games, these types of ordeals can feel like a total chore, but as mentioned, making strides in Shining in the Darkness is a rewarding experience that keeps you coming back for more. I give Shining in the Darkness a solid 8 out of 10. At times, it's dated. At times it could be a little annoying, and at times the difficulty could be punishing. But the core value behind this dungeon crawling RPG classic provides a great experience for any RPG goer. Is it as good as Shining Force? Not to me, but as I always say, respect your video game elders. Give this one a go.